good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time and where you're watching us from. In case you are joining us for the first time, this is YC Studio 1212, Tabungari Bari FCT Abuja. We are on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, on Instagram, and so on and so forth. The program is the voice of our elders, our voice of wisdom. And remember, the wise man hears and gets wiser. Today we shall be talking on don't take advantage of the weak and vulnerable. Weakness is such a terrible thing. Somebody who is weak are people like the orphans, like the widows, like the poorest of the poor, like stranded or desperate applicants, like stranded people, and so on and so forth. To be in such situation is a situation where they cannot defend themselves, they cannot protect themselves, and they go for anything. They are very gullible because they feel whatever comes their way might be for their good. But sad enough, people take advantage of such weak and vulnerable people. And when you do that, it is like you are a coward or a bully because it's like you are hitting them below the belt. And it is unfair in any competition to hit anybody below the belt. Now, if you imagine a master's degree holder who is employed and he is paid like 8,000, you can imagine it's because of his desperation for work. There's nothing to do. He's stranded. So he had no option than to take it. I remember such a person might have a family, might have a wife, children, and dependents. How does he take care of them with 8,000? Let me tell you a story. There's a man who specializes in mending broken bones or fractured. If you are fractured either in the hand, on the leg, or anywhere, he can heal you. Now this man is so mean that he takes advantage of those who come for treatment in his place. Whenever they bring somebody who has fracture, either on the hand or on the leg or whatever, he will charge them exorbitantly, beyond what they can pay. And sometimes when the relations of the patient complain and beg for him to reduce the amount they will pay, he will say no. If he gets angry, he will get back into his room and bring in the cutlass and threaten to cut or amputate the body that is fractured. And the relations will not agree to that, so they will appeal to him. They say, okay, go ahead and treat him. We're going to go back and reorganize ourselves and come and pay so that we pay for the treatment. And when they get back, they will sell their assets, they will sell their farms, they will sell everything that is of importance to them, just to gather the money, bring it to this man to be able to heal the man with a fractured body. Along the line, this man fell sick and he was diagnosed with cancer. And because of that, he was taken to different places for treatment. He spent and squandered the much money he accumulated because he had a lot of assets based on the extortion of the weak people. And so he had to save his life by selling all these assets, by squandering the money he has accumulated over the years to treat himself. But at the end of the day, the money got finished. He became very, very poor because all that he has accumulated went down the drain because of the treatment. At last, he died in abject poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not right to take advantage of somebody whom is stranded, who is weak, who is poor, who is voiceless, who cannot defend himself. And because you are in a position to help the person, you decide to go extra mile to exploit and extort the person. It is very wrong, very, very wrong. Now, if we do that and we help the helpless, be the voice of the voiceless, and support the widows, orphans, and the poorest of the society will be a better place to live in. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this lesson will sink in, and that we should be our brothers keepers, especially the weaker, the weak people and the vulnerable people. Thank you so much for watching. I remain Elanok Johanna, your anchor person. We shall meet again in the next episode. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.